Right here. If you said you had the mail, it's got to get out of the way.
Tell me anything about it.
Last chance to stop before off-ramp. What does that mean?
Turn left. Slow down.
Welcome to Off-Ramp.
You must fear me! I will teach you the meaning of fear and pain! Who's there?
Look, I'm just trying to renew my driver's license.
Please step forward, sir. This isn't you. This picture is old, sir. This driver's license is out of date. You're going to need to have a fresh driver's license, sir.
That's what I'm here to doing. I'm here.
You will kneel before me and call me king!
Why do you keep doing that? Is that
that, sir?
Is that part of the test? Are you testing me somehow? Is that a
did you have an appointment
thing?
this morning?
No.
Okay.
Not
well,
as
if
such.
you could take a number and you see the bench along.
Which one?
Either side here. The numbers are arbitrary. We just call them out as we see fit. And if you could take a seat on that bench, it's not crowded yet, but it will be soon. So you'll want to get a good seat. And if you could come back with a newer piece of identification, this expired. This will expire in a couple days, so I should take it now.
I have a library card.
Let's see, a library card.
It's
I'm going to have to look you up.
I'm next.
Yes, sir.
I'm next.
Yes.
I'm here to take my driving test.
Can you wait?
And
do you have an
I'm
appointment?
here to take my driving test.
Yes, sir. Have you an appointment?
This is my 5th time.
Oh, Mr. Rippey, yes.
I'm here to take my driving test.
Susan,
and what I want to know
yes.
is why do I have to keep taking the written test every time I take the driving test? I've already passed the written test 4 times.
Well,
I haven't passed the driving test. And how many more chances do I get anyway?
Actually, sir, the truth be known, you haven't yet passed either portion of the test.
How many chances do I get?
How much time do you have?
Bow down before me!
Can I use your car this time?
Yeah.
This car I've been using is way too big.
Can I just jump in with him? Because I haven't finished my business, but you just pushed him right through.
You don't want to ride with him. There you go.
Is this your car?
Yeah, that's my suitcase.
Look, maybe we can make a deal, because I'm not having any luck here.
I'm here to take the driving test.
Deal and be served by the old giving.
Why does he keep doing that?
What?
What
do you...
Sir, you'll have to take a seat. Could you give him your number?
Now is the time for all things to be made clear in the prophecy of this office.
Do the lights dim for you whenever he says that? It's weird.
Perhaps you should take a seat, or you should...
It's trout season.
Yes, sir. That's right.
I want to take my trout test, too.
Oh, you want to take the trout test? Oh, that's something new. Well,
I have...
Submit to our tests, and you may go trout fishing!
Did you take a number, sir?
These new security measures are really...
There's a bunch of old numbers. You can use any of these.
Okay.
Because it's all random.
He's making weird faces at you.
Mr. Zuper, I'm
Isn't it
quite
weird,
used to
though,
it.
that he keeps that voice? It's like a devil voice or something?
What?
I see. Now, have you had your hearing tested or your vision in the...
I can see fine.
I can only hear Susan's voice.
Look, his name is Mr. Ziffer.
If I get another chance, we're going to pass.
You can take him off our hands.
I feel lucky today.
His name is Mr. Ziffer. She calls him Ziffy.
I feel very lucky today.
He's going to drive around in circles and do the donuts, okay? Are you okay with that? We'll go ahead.
I'm
give
feeling...
me your card. I'll have it taken care of.
I'm feeling lucky.
If you wouldn't mind, that'd
I'm
really help me
feeling
out.
lucky.
We all feel lucky in the presence of the Bureau.
That's what I'm talking about. Dude,
What?
the lights dim and that voice comes in.
You must not be feeling well. I have no
Take a
idea what
number.
you're talking
Take
about.
a number. Take a number.
Release the hounds. Release the hounds. They've been penned up. They need to go. They need to go. They need to go.
And that's how the show opened.
That little snatch of a melody.
Yeah.
It's very good. It's very good. I like it a lot.
Basically,
it's really good. I
my
like it.
idea is that the whole show is little snatches of melody.
Oh.
So, I mean, it went over really well in Bristol, but I don't know if it'll play here. I mean, there's that song, It's an American bloke. I don't remember his name, but he sings this song like, and please forgive my accent.
The sun's going down, and I love you.
You know, something like that. Something
we can get an actual American to sing that. We got the budget.
Well, I wasn't expecting to sing it myself. I mean, I'm not really much of a singer.
I love that.
Yeah.
Just like
but
that.
you know how I mean. That's
Oh,
sort of-
yes.
Yeah,
It's
the only thing is
beautiful.
our slot is at 7:30 on Saturday mornings.
Oh, well, that changes the demographic a bit, don't it?
Not really, because...
It does for me, because usually 7:30 I'm not up yet.
You have any songs about paranormal powers?
Oh, well, most of my songs are about paranormal powers, actually. If you're talking about supernatural things like being able to lift something that you didn't think you'd... But like losing something and all of a sudden it's still there. Goes like this. Again, it's a bit of a, you know... what's that word where you're putting on...
Lengthy.
No, not longness. What's it when... See what... All right, it goes something like this.
Pseudonym.
Paranormal song. Here's a snatch of a paranormal melody, sir.
My socks have vanished. I put them in the dryer last night. There's a lot of lint in the trap of the dryer, but no socks. No socks.
Something like that.
Ooh, I like that.
Right. All right, put me to work.
Working Man's Blues.
I got to snatch a melody what is involved with paranormal working man blues. You'll notice I don't sing this one with an American-style accent. I let me true colour show through.
Oh.
I mean, what I'm saying is I'm singing it in my native tongue, you know?
Oh, well, that's...
what I was born to speak.
It's all right.
I grew up.
It's all right.
This is the paranormal working man's blues. Snippet, a snatch of melody. Got it?
Aye.
Well, I woke up this morning. I went out to try to find my job. I woke up this morning, baby. I went out down to the bus stop to try to find a way to get to work, you know? But I didn't have the right change. That bus driver, he was such a jerk. You know, something like that there.
That's beautiful, beautiful.
And now a dramatic reading.
Somewhere in my bedroom, blue-bellied frogs fry. Somewhere between the mattresses, I left my pimento dye. Somewhere behind the water closet, a loon is leaving town.
You know, each time I hear this performance,
excuse me.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you could hear me.
Yeah, I can hear all of that. I've lost my place.
Pimentos.
No.
Petunias?
Leaving town. Leaving town.
Leaving town. That's right.
Sorry. Shh. I'll be quiet.
Somewhere. Is that that's quiet?
I'm holding my breath.
I hear it. It's distracting.
Let's try it again. Shh.
So, was there a reason you had to take more than one chair?
I'd rather not say.
Thank you. So,
somewhere it was.
It's unbelievable. I can't work.
Petunias, and then somewhere.
Nothing about petunia. There's not one petunia in this.
You know, sitting back here in the 50th row, you wouldn't think you could hear us.
I have amazing hearing. My hearing is more acute than most people's sense of truth.
Would you quit listening? Could you keep performing and let us talk?
I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking just to you in your experience of it. I hear what every single person out here is thinking. But right now, you think I'm only talking to you. And in fact, I'm talking to all 237 people separately. So don't flatter yourself, bub.
I wonder if he'd still talk to us if we moved, because those people in the front row, they never came. We could move up there.
We could go right up to the front.
You think I'm talking to you? I haven't said one thing to you. I'm not going to talk to you. I don't care where you're sitting.
You're talking to me now.
I'm talking to you now because you thought I was talking to you before. And in fact, I was talking to nowhere. I wasn't even looking at you when I was talking to you, was I?
What if that was a trick just to get you to talk to me?
This is all a trick.
When I turned that car into the rental agency, how was I to know that you were secreted in the trunk? My love, that was the phone call I at least expected to get. And now I'm frantically searching for the keys to my other car so that I can come and get you unlocked from the trunk where you inadvertently hid, thinking to surprise me on my birthday. On my birthday.
On his birthday.
On my birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, baby.
Good evening, and welcome to Pickling for Dollars. Welcome, sir. What will you be pickling for us today?
Well, we've got a variety of things to pickle for you. I brought garlic, I brought summer squash, and I brought those cute little pencil erasers, little pinkies.
Now, what properties does a pencil eraser take on when it's been pickled?
It's all rubbery, and you can actually push one down inside a bottle.
Really? We also have our reigning champion here to defend her title, Henrietta. She's been the champion for 14 straight months here on Pickling for Dollars.
How many dollars has Henrietta amassed at this point, would you estimate? Not that we're paying it to her, mind you.
Oh, no, because our counters don't go past 250, and she's gone way past that.
Okay.
Well, I'm ready to pickle if you are.
We are. Let's get down to pickling.
Okay, well, we have our brine bucket, we have our boiler maker, and that's just for after, and we have our various items to pickle. Now, edible pickling is something different than physical pickling, so we're going to do the edible pickling first. And in go the various subjects of picklage. You notice that some of them float on the top until you poke them down with a little stick.
Look at that amazing technique, folks.
Now, I like to use my pickling spices in a bag. I'll tie them up in a little bag of cheesecloth. And pickled cheese is also good, too, so I'll sprinkle a little bit of Parmesan in there.
What temperature do you boil?
Boiling hot.
Boiling hot.
Yes.
That's a good way to describe it.
In a metric sense, it's somewhere over 100.
And in a pure scald your finger sense,
it's way hot.
All right.
Now, one thing that Henrietta's been a great champion for these 14 months, but she's not so hot on the organizational skills that you seem to really bring.
All right. Okay. Where is everybody?
Henrietta, we have a challenge here for you today again.
Sure do.
What are you going to pickle for us to defend your...
There's not much that she hasn't pickled.
It's
we
true.
pretty much
not...
pickled everything that we have here in the studio, so I brought some items in from home.
Oh?
Yeah, we have, there's a 2x4.
Uh-huh.
Here's a doorstop.
That's amazing.
And here's a little piece of bread.
Well, is that white bread? Or
It's hard to tell now. It's rather green.
It looked like...
but mold pickles well, too, so I actually have 4 substances we're pickling.
Looks like French
well,
bread.
if you're ready to go.
Your competition is already fast away, so
I
suggest
look at that.
you...
You don't think he'd mind if I just turn down the temperature on it? There, okay, it's going to boil over. All right. Now, rather than pickle all of these items in the same bucket, I'm going to pickle them separately.
Okay, then you're going to need we're going to need a bigger stove, I think.
I think so.
We've got that.
Okay, well, I can wait.
Well, we've only got the one hot plate.
Well, I guess then our visitor's disqualified then.
On what grounds, Henrietta?
Well, he's made it impossible for me to do my pickling, which certainly isn't Very
kosher, so to speak. There you have it. I'll tell you what. We'll take a break and see if we can get that loaner stove and get back in here, and we'll hook her up for you, Henrietta. Anything for the champ.
Okay.
More pickling coming right back after these. And
These impossible nooses. Is it news or nooses?
I'm not sure. I can't.
How would you pronounce it?
Omar, can we get more light?
More light.
Please, on the cue cards.
Hell no. Hell no.
Nothing you can say to make me stay. I'm bound to find my shoes.
Bound to find
One of these days.
my shoes.
I'm bound to find my shoes. I'm gonna go away.
One of these days.
I'm gonna find my socks.
I'm going to
Find my socks.
I'm gonna put 'em on the proper feet. I'm gonna put 'em on my feet.
On my feet.
I'm gonna tie
Tie,
my
tie.
laces, tie my laces, tie my laces in a bow. I'm gonna tie my shoes, not to each other this time, baby. I'm gonna put my shoes on and leave this place. Leave this place. Oh, unlock that screen door, baby.
Unlock the door.
You got to unlock that screen door.
Unlock the door.
I'm gonna go outside, and leave this place, yeah, with my shoes. Oh, baby, don't you get me wrong this time. I'm gonna put my shoes on. I'm gonna go outside and get the mail. Yeah,
Get the mail.
I'm gonna get me some mail.
Get the mail.
I can see the little flag is not up anymore.
Get the mail.
You're not gonna stop me. I'm gonna get the mail.
Get the mail.
Oh, the little guy in the truck just drove by.
Just drove by.
No, wait, that was a garbage truck. Sorry, baby.
Sorry, wrong truck.
I guess the mail's not here yet.
Not here yet.
I'm gonna go back in the back and lie down some more.
Gonna lie down.
You can just. I'm gonna kick my shoes off.
Kick my shoes off.
Do you know where the remote is?
Where's the remote?
I was trying to get this door unstuck.
Is it stuck closed or stuck open?
It's stuck in the middle.
Oh, well, that's
and-
not as bad as being stuck closed, I suppose, unless it's an exterior door.
Well, if you could say it's stuck closed, but that'd be kind of the pessimist way of saying it.
Is it open wide enough to squeeze you and Mrs. through?
Well, me, but not the missus also.
Well, how about if you go one at a time?
Oh, well then her, but not me.
Oh, you're going to need to get an expert.
Well, I spent the afternoon down to old Johnson's. And,
Yeah, well, that's a good place to start, isn't it?
Yeah.
What'd he say?
He said...
Bear grease.
He mentioned bear grease.
He always mentions bear grease, no matter what your problem is.
He likes the bear grease, but he recommended I go down.
He's taken to hyperbole. Did he tell you something?
He mentioned that, but the thing that he said I should do was to take one of them elderberry flowers
Yeah.
and on the near of a night.
What are you going to do with an elderberry flower on the near of a night that's going to get your door unstuck, open, or closed?
He said I should place the flower in front of the door, stomp my feet 3 times, and then yell out, "Ethel, Ethel, Ethel."
Oh, well,
3 times.
Do you understand what he's doing?
I really don't.
Well, now there's 2 things. I can explain it to him because old Mr. Johnson has some wiles about him, but he's a little wily.
Yeah.
So he'll give you some advice that's mixed. He'll give you good advice mixed with a little bit of something that's liable to...
Now, which was that?
Well, stomping 3 times can loosen the door if the door is stuck. If the floor is what's keeping the door stuck, if you stomp 3 times, you may just loosen that door and have it swing open or closed, whichever you're looking for.
Well,
so that's the good advice.
That sounds good.
Ethel, Ethel, Ethel.
Yeah.
Ooh, I shouldn't have said it so loud.
Why?
You don't know who lives upstairs in Old Man Johnson's garage, do you? And you don't want to be waking Ethel when she's sleeping.
Now, who is Ethel?
Ethel she does a lot of typing down at the library. She's invented a quiet typewriter.
She has?
Yes, she has.
What use would that be?
Well, a loud regular typewriter's too loud in a quiet environment of a library, see? So what she's done is she's invented paper that's very soft.
Now, they made paper before.
Regular, not quiet paper for library typing.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. So she's a kind of eccentric. She's a very, very rich woman.
I see.
She's well-to-do. And yet she lives upstairs from Old Man Johnson.
Tell me why it would be a bad idea to...
Well, if you wake her by your calling, if the stomp don't do it, then the calling will. And if you wake her, she's liable to tear that door right off the hinges.
Now, that's not what I want.
That might solve your problem, but it's going to... If she doesn't stop at the door, your whole house is going to be, at risk.
Now, see, at that point, both me and the missus could get in or out, depending on which side we were on at the time.
I would recommend getting out if Ethel's doing it. Heartfelt love songs, singing in a bar, heartfelt love, love, love. And then you go to this chord and you play the it's a F major seventh.
Okay.
Major seventh. You hear how that goes?
Yeah.
Because all love songs should be in major seventh chords, pretty much only.
Oh yeah.
And if you keep the strum chank, you pretty much can use the same strum for any song, unless your intention is to have some sort of this ethnic flavor of some sort, the islands maybe or something like that. And then you might change it to.
Ah, yeah, I see. That's
love songs. And the voice doesn't really matter. I mean, because what people are looking for in a love song is a certain type of chord. They're looking to be able to say to whoever they're with, out there. They got pina coladas probably in those tall glasses that kind of, it's very swirly, kind of maybe a feminine type of swell, a shape. And they want to be able to look at the person they're with and say, this love song really makes me feel something. And if you get too personal or if you're too specific in writing a love song, then you're going to leave out most people, because really you can't share experiences through song.
Oh no!
You can't make somebody understand what you've gone through or what you wanted, what your hopes are. I mean, that's pointless to music. That's not what love songs are for.
No.
They're to provide a background that's not too obtrusive.
Yes.
And certain cues like the type of chord and the strum used.
Sure.
People approach it different ways. I've heard groups doing real strong vocal harmonies that claim that they're doing love songs. I think that's too intrusive.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
You know what I mean?
I do.
If you picture the couple at the table, and they've each got a tall, swirly glass with some sort of pineapple rum, coconut, alcoholic type of drink, because after all, love songs are about the alcoholic beverages. I mean, that's unwritten. It is written, but it's unsung.
Yes.
Well, sometimes it's... anyway, if you picture what they want and aim for that...
Okay.
Now, it doesn't have to be strummed, okay? It's a possibility... It's possible to do what's called an arpeggio. It doesn't really matter what order your fingers pluck the strings in. Because that's what you're doing when you arpeggiate. You're plucking the strings.
Do they come with...
feathers? No.
No. Yeah, okay.
But I prefer to use the strummy method.
Okay.
The strummy love song allows the right hand to pretty much just pick one thing that it does and just go to it.
Just do that.
Yeah, and you don't want it. You don't want your love songs to be too easily differentiated from anybody else's.
I see. Okay.
Because remember, you're thinking about the couple at the little round table where the candle has netting on it. Maybe it's citronella, but it shouldn't be inside it. If it is, it's really a bad thing. But some places do that. And what are you going to do? You're just there to play guitar.
Sure.
And they want to be able to recognize the clues of a love song. And,
But not necessarily the words.
Key phrases. It's good to put in key phrases. As a for instance, If you say the phrase "love song," love song, you can say it, you can sing it. Either way. Okay. If you say that, you've got their attention, and even if they don't hear you, say that's. Like a lot of these places are noisy, or there might be people yelling, blah, 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 get off the stage, blah, 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 blah.
Right, yes.
That's just it's part of the gig.
Right, sure.
So if you just say love song, love song, doesn't really matter what you say after that.
Oh, yeah.
I'll make this a sad one. Love song.
Oh, yeah. See, now I want to order another drink.
That's right. And not only that, but you want to order your partner another drink, too.
Yes. So, if I said love song before I started playing, would that work? Like, here's a love song. Like that kind of thing?
You can do that.
Here's a little love song. I'd like to play a little love song.
That kind of thing.
And you'll hear some people go,
oh.
Because to some people...
that means the waiter's available.
That means it's not going to be so noisy, and they can really get what they want. You'll hear a lot of people yelling for. This is not what I ordered. This is not
right.
That's one of the benefits of not using an acoustic guitar. That's one of the benefits of using an accordion or some other weapon like
sousaphone, something like that.
Sousaphone love songs, but you don't usually sing through a sousaphone. Although there was that man McGee who would just sing the most wonderful, wonderful ballads.
Yes,
they were mostly kind of folkloric, historical, imperative. Oriented ballistic
with
ballads.
Low voices.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He would just sing right through the sousaphone.
Yes.
I think he chose the sousaphone because unlike the tuba, you can play the sousaphone standing up.
Yes.
And he did this. He had restless legs.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Yeah, and they would just keep moving.
Sometimes without him.
Often without him.
Yes.
I've got wallpaper for a shirt. I've got hound dogs for foot warmers. And I sound like a factory whistle at noon. Who am I?
Uncle Henry, come down off that steeple now.
This show was improvised by Gary Bass, Matthew Cowley, and Dave Waterman. Edited by Sheila Daughtry and mixed by Matthew Cowley.
You won't disturb me with your clicking moans. So Uncle Henry, come down off that steeple and leave those pigeons alone.